Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Fem Health. Today, we're talking about the female athlete triad with an expert doctor, Dr. Julia Iafrate. She is a board certified sports medicine expert, and she is also the team doctor for US Ski. So, Dr. Iafrate, tell me, what is the female athlete triad and how can parents recognize it?
Female athlete triad is something really interesting. We initially had noticed it in young adolescent females, which is why it was called the female athlete triad. And it was this trifecta of low energy availability, menstrual dysfunction, and then low bone mineral density. What we noticed over time, however, is that it actually affected a lot of our male. So the name has actually been rechanged recently into RED-S, which is relative energy deficiency in sports. And so that makes it more inclusive, more incorporating, because it is not actually gender specific. Obviously, the menstrual dysfunction potentially is, but otherwise the deficiency itself is kind of affects a lot of young adolescent athletes. And it's frustrating because basically it is the energy availability that they have when they are participating in sports drops down to a point where that their body is not able to function at the level that it needs. And so they start to get more malaise. They start getting tired, fatigued, they get brain fog, and they'll even start to notice like a decrease in their sports performance level. So that is something that parents can really look out for, is if their child or if their young adolescent teen is going through a little bit of loss of excitement over a sport, their mood is changing, they don't want to go to practice anymore. Those are things that we can look out for. Obviously, if it's a female, looking out for like any changes in their menses. So if they're amenorrheic or oligomenorrheic, that is something that we would also look out for.
Are there certain sports that kind of make people more susceptible to this?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the sports, typically the sports that are more encourage thinness to them. So we see it with people that have to cut weight. So things like weightlifters or like anybody who's in a fighting role. So boxing, wrestling. We also definitely see it in our dance population, our gymnastics population, and our runners. So distance runners tend to end up with this too, because their energy availability goes way down because they're just burning so many calories, and it's hard to get those nutrients in while you're running a distance race.
So if you're in one of these sports or you're a parent of a child in one of these sports, what can you do as a parent to sort of maybe prevent this from happening?
I think getting involved with sports nutrition is really important. What you and I need in a day in our regular life might not be the same kind of caloric expectation that a high level athlete might need. And so for parents, it's important for them to understand like their child is growing. You burn calories as you're growing. They are going to have changes in their nutrient needs. And then as they start playing more sports, as they start having to play at a higher level, potentially participate more often, practice more often, start weightlifting and cross training, those things all require a higher amount of caloric intake. So I am a big proponent for having a sports nutritionist on your team to at least kind of give you some good guidelines. This is especially important with any of the kids that have a little bit more of like food restrictions. They don't eat dairy. They might be vegan or vegetarian. That is definitely a time to get nutrition involved.
And for those watching who want to learn more about you and your practice and all the work that you do with the US Ski team, where can we find you on social media?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram account. It is Dr. J, DOCTORJ NYC, because I practice in New York City. I also have an account on X at the new Dr. J. And I have, I have a webpage, drjuliaiafrate.com. In terms of the coverage I do with ski team, just follow us, follow US Ski Team, and you can see all the exciting stuff we're doing out on the mountains.